Hey everyone, woob here. Today's video will be different. It's a doubleheader against a crew called Succubus, and it's a two-person view, mine and Belza's. I added both points of view because it will allow viewers to get a better overall perspective on what's going on since I rarely leave the bottom node. As you can see, Belza is the first to get into combat, but both of us end up in thick fights. The enemy team, Succubus, goes really hard in this game, and having a focused opponent like them is a big reason why I picked these matches to show as opposed to others, because I think they'll make for more interesting videos for you guys. This guy's trying to cap, so I use Coco Stun to try and stop this guy, but it's not working because of their hyper body, so I switch to Lyra, and I'm just barely able to prevent the cap. Luckily for me, because it's hard to stop someone from capping in the middle of the node. Belza's trying to cap the node, but he gets countered by a stacky skill hold sucking him away. These games they'll have a ton of pushing, pulling, knockbacks, etc., all meant to attack or protect the nodes. He is able to eventually capture it, but it's hard to see because of the chat window. And the enemy team is already back at the top node. Top 8v8 has really short respawn timers, so there's little breathing room. You really need to pay attention in 8v8 because the enemy team has little downtime. Low HP, so I run away to heal. It's a risky move since I'm defending the node. Notice that the enemy player quickly stopped chasing me. When you're trying to cap or defend a node, you usually should try and stay in close to it, and if you find yourself too far from the node, then you should try to get back to it as soon as possible, which is exactly what both of us did. If you stay too far from the node, then it has a higher chance of being taken because in PvP, seconds, even less than a second matters. So you want to maximize the amount of time that you have to react to a situation. Capping from the top is a great way of getting the node, because there's not a lot of tools available if enemy players want to stop you. As you can see, I was hit by Lava Bomb right there. Lava Bomb is one of the better tools available for stopping an enemy player from capping at the top, since you can just look up directly at them and aim and hit them, and it'll knock them right off the node.
We've lost all nodes now, and their point lead over us is growing. After several failed attempts, Belza was able to climb to the top of the node again and take it like last time. We're now down by 120 points, but have 2 bases again. I tried to keep the enemy player at bay to give my teammate Bolt Lighter a chance at taking the node, but I couldn't stun them long enough. It makes me wonder if I should consider changing some of my weapons or relics. We're down to 1 base again. We need to cap our bottom node, but it's been too difficult so far. After realizing we have been having difficulty with our bottom node, Belza arrives to help out. It's CC City. The heavy crowd control in tough PvP can be frustrating in 1v1 arena, but it's not so bad in 8v8. Yeah, you can get stunned for a long time just like in arena, but it's not as big a setback as it is there. Not only do you have teammates who can help you out of the CC, but losing an objective or dying due to the CC doesn't mean you lost the game like it does in arena. I think Belza probably has a good idea now about how difficult this bottom fight has been for our team. Space-time rift, Stacky skill hold, lava bomb, brig knockback. Succubus' team really did bring everything to this fight in order to win. Since we're having so much trouble with bottom, I end up leaving it in an attempt to turn things around by helping top. I'm thinking to myself that maybe I can injure the node during all this chaos. And I make several attempts, including for atop the node, but they're all unsuccessful. Eventually I give up on the top node. If their team is at the top and our bottom node, then that means that our bottom node might be open, so I leave to go check it out. On the way to their bot node, I noticed that one of their players is coming on their spawn point, so instead of going to the node right away, I used this opportunity to try and practice graveyard camping, a method that is used a lot in WoW PvP, but something that I've yet to try and toss. The enemy player got away, but the idea is that it's a delaying tactic where you keep the enemy players trapped in their respawn area. That way, they aren't able to fight for the nodes while your team continues to passively collect points. I'm not a big fan of it in capture the flag map, but it's fine in maps like this because it's used to end the game quick. It tends to be better for both sides that way since it doesn't drag the match out. And it's GG, good game. Succubus wins the first match. Game number 2 now of Cute and Funny versus Succubus. I changed my relics up after our last match, replacing Alternate Destiny with Lava Bomb to give me more options for defending the node. I like Alternate Destiny a lot, but maybe the meta has changed, so I'll try and adapt. Suzuki gets to the node before I do. So I run ahead to slow down anyone coming, and it turns out that it's the other player who rushed our bottom node last game. The fun thing about Suzu is that she loves to spam Ruby Gel. This gives me time to set up my Lyra pillars, but unfortunately it gets interrupted by another Succubus player. As usual, I'm just trying to keep them off the node. I try out Lava Bomb, but it hits me instead. Using Space-Time Rift now. After going over the video, I realized I shouldn't have used both of my relics, and should have relied on my weapons instead. The thing about relics is that they have a long cooldown, so oftentimes it's better to save them for situations where there are multiple players trying to cap the node, or the player is in a difficult to reach position. A third Succubus player joins us. Despite it being 3v2, we're managing to secure the node this time, giving us an early 30-point lead. The third Succubus player gives up and flees after being unable to secure a cap. So I go to assist Suzu while continuing to keep an eye on our node. Suzu is in trouble now with low HP, so I move to peel the enemies from her while trying to help her kill her prisoner. We now control all three nodes, which greatly extends our lead.
I think I should have done a better job of healing there, but Suzuki manages to get back a lot of HP eventually. Lots of Succubus players now, 6 of them. I'm not sure why they would send so many. They have one person who's keeping 2 enemy players busy. It seems like a good trade. You can see that I'm kinda hard to kill, even with so many players attacking me. I wonder if 8v8 shouldn't have such high health pools or something. And I die. I try to mount up, but I'm stuck in combat because of my Lyra pillars, so I have to run back to the node using jetpack and cybernetic arm. In 1v1 arena, cybernetic arm is an amazing relic, but I feel like it's not as useful in 8v8 if I'm trying to defend. I'm able to recover the node while they're preoccupied with my teammates. Here I notice that they're trying to cap, and I'm desperately trying to get back, but I'm being hamstrung by one of them, so I'm unable to have enough opportunity to stop them. We're still ahead though with 2 bases and 220 points. Here's where it gets a little interesting. The enemy team is attacking the NPC boss Gaia. Now why would they do that? Gaia has a huge health pool, so it takes a long time to kill it, which means either you're going to be there for a long time, or you're going to commit a lot of players to the fight. You'll see in a bit that they send several players to attack me, which means that they may not have many fighting Gaia. They also have one base that we haven't captured, implying that there are probably Succubus players defending it. Because of these things, they likely have few players attacking the boss. As such, all that we need to do is continue playing as we are, but maybe send one of our teammates to check in on Gaia, and maybe steal the kill. So again, why would they attack Gaia? I can think of 2 reasons. One is that they think the boss kill will help them, giving them breathing room. The team that kills Gaia gets 60 seconds where the other team is prevented from getting any points. So if both teams control one node each, then the team that killed Gaia will be the only team earning points. The second reason why I think they would attack Gaia is to encourage our teams to send players to the fight, which means that we will have less players defending, therefore giving them an easier time to take nodes from us. Given these reasons, I think the latter is more likely. Notice how shortly after they started attacking Gaia, a team of them came to attack my bottom node. If they were really wanting to kill the boss, then they would have sent players to it instead of attacking my node. This is all just guessing though. The reasoning could be completely different. They were able to get a cap off on me, and now they own all 3 nodes. Not a great situation for us, but we're still ahead by 250 points, which is a significant lead. Shockingly, our team killed Gaia. The player that was attacking my node went after the boss instead, and Lynn ended up killing both of them. This is a big setback for Succubus, because they aren't getting any points due to our team killing Gaia. Given how the match has been going, we're likely to recover the nodes and gain points, while they'll have gained nothing at all. And there you have it. We now have control over all 3 of the nodes. Meanwhile, Succubus didn't get any points this whole time. Losing the boss is a major setback for them. Since the boss played a significant role in this game, I'd like to bring up some additional thoughts about it. I think Gaia needs to change for 8v8. It should be located in the middle of the map, like Dragon and Baron are in League of Legends. That way the fight can be more interesting by becoming a tug of war. Right now, it's just too far out of the way. Yeah, there are teleporters to get to the boss platform, but I feel like they're too far out of the way too. Gaia should also be easier to kill, since you currently need to spend too many resources on fighting it. And by resources I mean player numbers and time invested. As it stands, I don't think Gaia is worth fighting at all. They make another push for bot, 3 of them again. But at this point it's almost guaranteed that we'll win the match, since we're close to 1,000 points, and our team can delay Succubus long enough for victory. We end up losing the node at the end, but winning the game. Good games, everybody.